The past is done and dusted. The present is fleeting. The future is where it's at.
Well, I believe that the future for Irish potted whisky is immense. I believe that people nowadays appreciate tradition, and not tradition for tradition's sake, but tradition in the sense that Irish potted whisky presents a unique flavour contribution, both in terms of aroma and in taste and aftertaste on the palate. We can see the interest in the Redbreast range, and indeed the other newer styles of potted whisky which we see coming on offer a phenomenal future and a regrowth and a regeneration of that category of the Irish whisky tradition.
Much of this renewed interest in pot still Irish whisky is due to the ambassadorial work of the Middleton Distillery's flagship whisky, Jameson. Its rich and smooth taste owes much to the pot still spirit which lies at its heart. Many who enjoy Jameson will want to dig a little deeper, and those who do will be richly rewarded. Single pot still Irish whisky may not be for everyone, but then again, few of the good things in life are.
The planning of those casks goes way beyond the 12 years, because we have the casks specifically made for Irish distillers. Those casks take 2 years in seasoning. They'll take a year in manufacturing. They'll take another 18 months for the raw wood to be air dried, and another year before that for the cooper to actually go and procure the wood. So, you know, for the sherry portion that's in Redbreast, the planning of that actually goes back to maybe 16 or 17 years. So there's an awful lot of planning and thought, not only in relation to the stocks, but also in the wood that's going to be used to mature that whisky.
You can't just turn on a tap and produce mature single pot still Irish whisky. It takes time and patience. Fortunately for us, the people at Middleton Distillery have been planning for some time. For decades, different pot still distillates have been laid down and matured in a variety of oak casks. So what we are seeing today is truly the legacy of those who went before.
There are just two of us left working at the trade here in Middleton. Glad to say that the company planned to take on an apprentice before the end of the year. So it's a great thrill to be able to say the trade is going to continue, and that I'm not the last, which is great. And I think it's necessary that the trade continue, because we do have so many casks on site, and we are very particular the way we look after our casks and maintain them and repair them. So it's great to be able to hand on that tradition and responsibility.
One of the key things to the art of blending is being able to maintain the consistency of product from day to day to day. And the only way to do that is to have all the work done in the background, that your stocks are becoming available as time progresses in the profile that you require them. Not only is stock management vital for this part of the blending process, but also forecasting the requirement for product into the future.
If we look at the growth in single malt, which is a phenomenal success in the Scottish tradition, I believe that the Irish pot still whisky category fits very, very well within an ability to grow the Irish pot still whisky in the same manner as the Scottish has done so dramatically well with the Scottish single malt concept.
The great tradition of pot still Irish whisky lives on. Our legacy has been restored, and there has never been a better time to get acquainted with one of the finest drinks on the planet.
you.